No chains in the Carolinas, no auctions in New Orleans, no cotton empire built on human suffering, just a continent that took a different path and became a different nation. Imagine it. The ships never came, the triangular trade never formed, the plantations of Virginia and Georgia, the sugar fields of the Caribbean, the cotton belt of Mississippi. They still exist, but without forced labor to drive them. From the beginning, America builds its economy without enslaving millions of African people. It's not just a change in labor, it's a change in soul. Without slavery, the American South develops differently. Fewer massive plantations, more small farms, towns, tradespeople. The wealth gap between North and South shrinks. The class of ultra-wealthy slaveholders, the Southern aristocracy, never rises. There's no foundation for a slave power elite to dominate politics. The Civil War? Maybe it never happens. Or it happens over something else entirely. And race in America? The deepest scar in American history, the legacy of slavery, is never. There's still prejudice, still inequality. Human nature doesn't vanish, but without 250 years of legal racialized slavery, the country's racial dynamics evolve differently. There is no Dred Scott decision, no 3/5 compromise, no fugitive slave acts, no need for the Underground Railroad or Emancipation Proclamation. African people still come to America, but by choice as immigrants, not captives. They shape culture, science, politics as equals from the beginning, not as people forced to claw their way up from chains. The Harlem Renaissance might happen sooner, civil rights faster, a black president perhaps a century earlier. And globally, the entire Atlantic economy shifts. European colonial powers don't rely on enslaved labor to build their empire. The wealth of nations like Britain, France, Portugal, and Spain grows more slowly or finds other less brutal ways to rise. The sugar trade is smaller, the cotton trade less explosive. The African continent avoids the devastating demographic drain of the slave trade, perhaps remaining stronger, less colonized, more unified. The Americas become less defined by racial lines and more by class, language, and culture. Brazil, Cuba, Haiti, all different stories. Haiti, for instance, may never need a slave revolution because slavery never began. And America itself? It becomes a nation with fewer contradictions, a republic that doesn't claim liberty while enforcing bondage. Its founding documents, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, don't ring hollow to millions. Reconstruction never needs to happen because there's nothing to reconstruct. Jim Crow never rises. The prison system never morphs into a substitute for forced labor. It's not utopia. No country is, but it's a nation less burdened by original sin. And perhaps most haunting of all, the names, faces, voices of those who were lost. 12 million souls stolen from Africa, 2 million dead in the Middle Passage, millions more born into bondage on American soil. They lived different lives, as farmers, as teachers, as builders, as dreamers, not as slaves, not as property, not as numbers in ledgers. Without slavery, America is still powerful, still flawed, still growing, but it's a nation built without chains, and that alone changes everything.